Welcome back to Classic Firearms. I'm Brandon, and today we have Matt.
What's up, everybody?
And we have a couple of guns in front of us. One of these is a Panzer, and the other one is a G3. Which one do you think is the real one?
Yeah, one is an imposter. Which one do you think is the real HK slap? Spoiler alert, it's not this one. You can see right here, obviously this is a rifle barrel.
Yep.
And if we look right here, we can see that this thick boy, shotgun barrel.
Oh yeah. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, the Panzer G3. And this thing, the reason why I bring out the other G3 just initially is because it looks actually pretty close.
So close. Actually, let's just look.
They did a good job.
So there are a couple distinctive visual differences. Obviously, so this has a much more straight mag. This has the curved kind of classic Panzer AR-12 mag.
Obviously the barrel.
But
and a couple bolts here and there, but it's pretty close.
If you got down into the nitty-gritty details, there's some obvious differences. The front sight's a little bit different. Obviously, the charging handles on these are different. Although this is very reminiscent of older,
like the MP5 style kind of things,
But yeah, super good in the visual department.
I agree. So without further ado, we're going to kind of dive into tech specs. We're going to verify some of those tech specs and also talk about it tip to butt all the meanwhile. So let's go ahead and start off with those tech specs. You do have an 18.5 inch barrel right out the gate. And of course, this is chambered in 12 gauge, so a 3-inch chamber in there. Now, there is very limited other tech specs to find. Most everything else is just from random people kind of either making assumptions or measuring it themselves, which I think we're going to do a lot of that. But do you have any tech specs of your own that you want to put in here?
Sure. So kind of moving from front toward the rear. So we do have an interchangeable choke tube on the barrel.
Yep.
This uses kind of like the Mossberg style of chokes.
Yep.
So we got a little choke kit, includes a choke wrench right here. So what we can verify is that it comes with a 5 and a 1, which would be a cylinder choke and a full choke, so the extremes. It also comes with this flash hider choke, which is unmarked. It appears in comparison to be either cylinder or improved cylinder, but since it's not marked, we can't verify that.
And it's not only not marked, it's not stated anywhere.
Yeah, we could not find a confirmation from the manufacturer or anything. As we move back here, underneath the handguard here, we do have a gas system. So unlike an actual G3, which is a roller delayed action, this does have a gas system. So there's an annular gas ring around the barrel that gets blown back, and you have action bars coming back to move the bolt carrier.
Makes sense.
So this comes with, it looks like a 5-round magazine, but it is compatible with larger capacity magazines for the AR-12 platform, including the bigger circle one. Obviously,
that one's a 20-rounder, right?
Yeah, I mean, pretty big boy. Obviously, we do have a charging handle up here, typical HK style, where you can do the cool slap. Really nice, kind of like that classic military green furniture.
Yep, on the back and the front, giving it that G3 aesthetic, of course.
Yeah. We have a polymer Picatinny rail on top, so you can mount different optics.
Yep, and for those of you who are curious, it doesn't actually come installed out of the box. You do put it in yourself, but so if you wanted to keep it clean and not have anything on there, you don't have to.
Yeah.
That's up to you.
Better than some of the ugly welds that you see on some of the.
Yes.
You have that traditional barrel style kind of HK rear sights.
And it does twist pretty easily.
Yeah.
I actually anticipated having to put more force into it.
Again, you've got your safety lever here on the left side typical for your right-handed shooter. But I don't know. I mean, again, there's not a ton of manufacturer's information, but other than that, I think it having a G3 style firearm
it's cool. This is fun, and I definitely want to go out to the range and shoot it. I do want to say you also have a fixed front sight here that's not adjustable. Just wanted to point that out. You do have a kind of clip-on style sling. I don't want to point that at the camera. A sling mount right here.
For the HK kind of claw style.
And then you have a traditional kind of thread through on the back on the left side. They even got down. Here's one thing that I noticed, and for the record, we don't actually have a cameraman. This is just us today. Just there's no one behind the camera. But they even got the bolts right you actually see them on both sides. So like down here, these 2 bolts are on the G3 that we have in stock, or in warehouse, and then you also have some on the back here. So they really did a great job with the aesthetics.
Yeah, the non-captured takedown pins,
Thank
right?
you.
Yeah. So I mean, I think aesthetically, Panzer knocked it out of the ballpark.
Yeah, agreed.
Like I have to, when it comes to like, does an AR-12 really look like an AR? Not really, kind of if you squint, right? This looks like a G3.
Yep, literally, if you're not a gun enthusiast and just know all the differences, if you didn't really pay attention to the barrel right away, it might take you a second. I don't know if that's actually it or not. Like that might not be it. I don't think that's it. It might take you a second to realize it. But so with that being said, unless if you have anything else that you want to call out, we can move on to the.
No, I think we should get some technical details verified
because nobody else has them.
That's right.
And we're actually gonna have them. So that's. I'll be right back. Okay, I have the trickable gauge here.
You spent a lot of time down there. I'm just saying.
Let's go ahead and start with that one first. And this doesn't have a bolt hold open, so we can actually just leave the mag in it, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
So like a bolt lock mag. All right.
Verify real quick. This is gonna be awkward. Actually, it's locked open right now. All right. So verify that it is unloaded.
Yep.
All right. So we're gonna do a little slap action there. All right, and we've taken it off safe. So
in 3, 2, 4.1. That's
surprisingly good.
That's very light.
All right, so we'll. You'll have to excuse my awkwardness. I am left-handed, so this is.
That's why I'm on this side. All right, 3, 2. That one was 5.6. I was higher up on the trigger that time, so I'm gonna try to get one more right in the middle, just for. All right. In 3, 2. 5.1. So you're like right in that 5.
Yeah,
I think
a little
it's
high
safe.
4, low 5s. That's pretty good. And then we need to do a measurement. Look what I got here.
I think you have it this time.
All right.
So we should do it from where the tip of that A2 looking hider is, and then also like where the chokes kind of begin. I'll hold this for you.
All right. So that is going to be. I had it upside down for the audience. 41 3/4 ish with the flash hider installed. If we have kind of more of a flush fit choke,
my guess is 40 or 39 maybe.
Right at 39. Yeah.
Yeah, that does not surprise me.
All right, and if we kind of stand this more horizontal, well, let's do to the rear sight here. So going right at 10 inches tall with the magazine installed. Without the magazine, looking at just over 8 inches tall.
So yeah, that's kind of gives you a good idea of what you're actually gonna need in order to like put it in a safe or a bag or something like that. There we go.
Yeah, that's another point. Not really rock and lock, right?
Yeah,
like
I just tried to rock and lock it and it didn't rock and lock it. It's actually a straight push.
Yeah.
So me being traditionally like what Panzer the 12 Pros, those ones are kind of a little bit of a rock and lock in there. So that's kind of where I maybe didn't have my wits about me. But with that, let's go ahead and pull out the scale and let's see how much this thing weighs. My guess right out the box, you're talking 8 pounds.
Okay.
Guess?
No, I mean maybe like 7.5.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're pretty accurate. But
Fair enough. I'll be right back. Okay, scale is on the table.
I really don't know where he.
I'm everywhere. So we'll do it without the mag first, and that is definitely the first take of that we had. Let's go ahead and throw it on there. So you guys can see it before we can.
Ooh, yeah, 8.5.
8.5.
We were both.
But that's not even with the mag. You're looking at 9 pounds.
9.2.
Man, we were both off. It does feel lighter. I think it's because it's a little balanced, which is nice because you have polymer on either side, and then some metal parts up in here.
Yeah,
so
the weight kind of sits a little closer to you. But.
Yeah. But now that's the measurements that we have, and so now you actually have a little bit of information because that information doesn't really exist online.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, do you have any other thoughts about this one?
No, other than I think that the ability to kind of get some of these kind of firearms that are a little bit more expensive, a little bit harder to come by sometimes, and even if it's not really like a replica of the original rifle.
Yeah.
But if you want something that kind of achieves that same aesthetic, for your home cosplay on the range or whatever.
I was gonna say, if you're at the range, 100% people are gonna be like, is that a G3? Because not everybody knows exactly what the dimensions are of a G3, or people are just gonna be like, dude, that's a really cool gun. Can I shoot it? I feel like you're gonna get that a lot too.
And I think that's a valid point about collecting firearms in general, is that sometimes we do things just because they're cool, even if it's just cool to us.
That's very fair.
So I do think it's really cool, and yeah, I could definitely see adding this to to the collection, put it in the safe.
Or a wall gun for sure.
I could use another semi-automatic shotgun. So
with that being said, guys, that is everything that I and Matt have for you today. So if you have any experiences with the G3, specifically from Panzer, please leave a review down below. We would love to see your comments. Like, genuinely, I want to know what you guys think about this. That's where the pause was.
Whatever he was going at, I don't know.
So, let's take this thing to the range. That's it. God bless. Stay safe. It is time to end. HK slap, baby.